Welcome to Human Factors in AI course project. I'm Sanjula Kaul and my topic is predictive maintenance. Starting from task analysis, the user needs to identify which equipment is going to break down soon, and the task he needs to perform is schedule the preventative maintenance services for the equipment to test for the indicated breakdowns. The trigger would be indicating which equipment will likely break down within average time between failure. The decision from the user would be to decide if that equipment needs servicing right now or not. Once they decide if it needs a servicing or not and they choose to perform servicing on it, uh, they can log that new PM service date once the servicing is completed through a traditional data entry system. That new PM service date will be reflected in the new data set for retraining the model as a feedback loop. And the objective that we will achieve from this task analysis is that we can fine tune the model to optimize the PM schedules and reduce the downtime of the equipment and save the repair costs. The user experience design would have all the user inputs and other inputs. Uh, when user start taking action based on the prediction, they will also start logging in the data and the equipment input on a traditional data system, which will automatically be used as part of the new training data and the feedback loop. Transparency, for that, we can mention the definitions of the KPIs and the input variables that is being used to build the classification model. It is also important to define what the model output means and how it can be interpreted correctly. Because if we interpret it wrongly or incorrectly, that could affect the decisions and the objective of the project. Communicating uncertainty. It's a classification model. So we have chosen to also visualize the probability of breakdown instead of just classifying it as a yes or no. If it's going to break down within mean time between failure or not. So, by looking at the probability, it is easier for the user to decide if they want to perform a PM service on an equipment right away or not. Privacy considerations. We usually comply to CCPA standards, but we are because we are not using customer-centric data. Uh, we don't need to worry about privacy considerations for this particular model. Ethical considerations. The two types of bias that I can foresee right now that can occur for this project would be feedback loop bias and deployment bias. Feedback loop bias can happen when the user take data driven actions which will affect the input variables like time between failures. Ideally it should increase. Once that happens, it can also create a data drift. So that is one bias. The other bias is the deployment bias. Once we deploy our model, there are a lot of different kind of actions that can be performed through the model output. Instead of just repairing or servicing for the PM, we can also look at the part details and what kind of parts happens. So there are different types of actions that can be performed. That could also create a bias. Fairness. Model output depends on the location of the branch because each equipment can be present across locations. The behavior of the customer and the season over in that location can affect the utilization and hence the breakdown of the equipment. So we have considered location also. Accountability. Any analysis is as good as the data. In any real world data, we can see that data quality is a big factor and data consistency too. So, anyone who is entering the data is involved in preparing the data, and of course, the developers in hand. If the system is not behaving in accordance with the values, then the UI design also offers a descriptive analytics to look into what the actual data is and where is the result coming from. This will help them to understand why the output is what it is and the differences behind it. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you.